I've been exposing and covering Elio trades and his past shady tactics, defrauding investors from Tronchat, Evo, and past failures, lack of transparency and ethics. There's a lot to cover and expose. So I created a thread on Twitter. Although I have a lot of videos, I've been covering it since the beginning, I thought I'll do a video for the Twitterverse. I'll keep it simple, short, and raw. Each videos will be over 2 minutes long, so I'm going to break them apart. Okay? Before I get into the rabbit hole, because I had the thread and feel free to check it. All right, this is just an audio version. In case some of the stuff they decide to delete it, you can see it through my video. All right, so again, I'm going to keep it simple. This is thread 1. All right, so since they're relaunching, I got a DM from someone. Because Superfarm is dead, and I'm going to dig deeper, you're going to see what happened, right? From Elio's latest tweets, you can see that when backed into a corner about explaining what's going on, he exposed himself to say they're relaunching. Pathetic. You see this? When people asked him, hey, what happened to your NFTs? Look, couldn't agree more. Love his content and educating videos, but the building aspect has been a little disappointing and concerning. Most of my crypto projects have come from ET NFTs. What happened to ET NFTs? I think we'll discuss that some other time. But had to cash out since there's other projects with actual use cases and transparency at the moment. You see? Clearly, one of the users just said it. Hey, dude, glad ET whatever. The entire SF protocol is being relaunched. Wow. So from Elio's latest tweets, you can see that when backed into a corner about explaining what's going on, he exposed himself to say they're relaunching. Pathetic. Thanks for shining light on the situation. You're welcome. I've been doing this for quite some time. This is number 2. What do you think he blocked me? That's me, right? Metaverse Play 2 on BS. He blocked me because he doesn't want others to see what I'm doing. And there are some leaks chat, which I exposed. I have a video on this. All right. Everything is linked. You just have to go through the order. All right. Rachel. This is not me. This is another investor. Really appreciate you looking into Superfarm and imposters. Something is not right. Let me give you a summary of my experience and why I believe Elio is no better than the Luna and 3AC people and why he needs to be called out by more people. When Superfarm was announced, Elio stated that he has been working on this project. We assumed it was the so-called AA game for 3 years already. Lots of partnerships were announced in the first few months, all of which came to nothing. Superstarter was the first big mess. 4 or 5 projects were launched via Superstarter. It was 3 projects. Donkey, there was this Coal Stack or some other poker game, right? It all came to an abrupt end around 10 June 2021. There was zero communication as to why it stopped and how long it would be paused. Superstarter up until today is still inactive. It was around this time we started hearing about Tronchat, Diap, Evolution, and Pizza Heroes, which is his failed projects. He never talks about it. Just like Superfarm is going down the drain, now Superverse is up. We could not understand why the Super token kept on dumping. Later on, we learned it was because Elio, the scammer, needed to pay off the people he scammed with his first 2 failed projects. What do you call that? A Ponzi. Read this again. Later on, we learned it was because Elio, the scammer, needed to pay off the people he scammed with his first 2 failed projects, the previous round, Tronchat and Evo token. Those investors were waiting on him for years. Then Elio started pushing the imposters game in NFT marketplace. Promises were made, and these would launch first round around this time last year, then 4th quarter 2021, and so on. Elio lied that he had 100 and 200 employees, 10 or more alone apparently, worked on the trailer. I think everybody saw the trailer on 16 Feb. 10 people worked on that BS for 6 months. Anyway, he then realized people were not happy with his lies. He had to reduce mint prices and postpone the NFT mint another 2 months because of the Russian war. Wow. He still walked away with millions. Yeah, a lot of money. But he wanted way more. His plan with the blood token and inflated mint prices did not work 100% as he would have liked. As we stand, Superfarm, the SF NFTs and marketplace had been forgotten completely. Needless to say, people lost a lot. Now the 10 or 20 people still cheering Elio on his Discord are waiting for the closed beta release of the AAA game. It will apparently take place on 12th August. Okay, did it take place? Don't hold your breath though. Elio knows this is his final play once people see the game. He has now been working on for 4.5 years. The whole world will know what a liar and scammer he is. So I don't think his supporters will see a game or they will see a piece of the crap. He will then come up with some excuse and delay open beta and land for months and years. So tomorrow is the day. What are we expecting? I'm not expecting much. I mean, think about it. Elliot says he has been working on this game for 4.5 years, but during the week he will be releasing his beta. He does zero, and I mean zero marketing. Still beta. Here, I have multiple videos on it, so if you're interested, you can check it out. Best trade on Super Farm. There you go. All right, that's Rachel. Now, next one. Biggest problem in crypto is a goldish fish memory. If you have a goldfish memory, that's what you get. If you forget, you get scammed again and again, and the cycle keeps repeating. Okay, there's a Reddit thread. I'm not going to go through the thread, but you can check it out. I have the link. This is what it reads. As an investor in Superfarm project, I did some research on Elio, the project creator. This was 1 year ago, almost 2 years now. And I found some really interesting things. This will be a long post, so stick with me. First of all, with a new video featuring Ivan on Tech, he was talking about his gaming company. And looking on his LinkedIn profile, the company is called DApp Evolution. Beside that, you can find this company nowhere listed. I found the game he was talking about, which is called Pizza Heroes on Steam. The Pizza Heroes game was supposed to launch on 1st October 2020, but it's still in closed beta so far. So we don't have any reviews about it, or we don't have info that someone tried it. Another game that he talked about in the video with Ivan is something similar with Among Us, which will be released soon, but we don't have any other information about this. The only other member of the App Evolution company on LinkedIn that I found is a co-founder, Dave Murray. Do we know if there are any other employees in this company? So far, only developer we know is Elliot Vinman, aka Elliot Trades. If you manage to stay with me so far, now the interesting part starts. I found a project from 2018 called Tron Chat, which was created by the same company, DF Revolution, as you could have seen in the link. But since I sent the link also on Superfarm Telegram chat, the owner decided to delete the account. What I found on this Medium website link before it was deleted is that all other links related to Tron Chat were also deleted. YouTube, Twitter message, Telegram chat, and the project is nowhere to be found. And you can clearly see in the image below that Elliot was part of it. Luckily, I made a screenshot before Elliot or someone else deleted the Medium account where the Tron Chat project was posted. So if you guys are interested, you can check the Reddit post, okay? I'm just covering a small part of it. All right, this is the crazy price. I'm just a noob. Let's read this. I'm just a noob observer. Sorry for your loss, Inon. Super is bad. Let's see what happened here. Long-term game, then Superfarm is a play. Accumulate while the hype is elsewhere. I bought Super at $4. $4 2 years ago, and everyone told me to hold and buy the dip. This is the next axis, and here we are. I lost it all. 220k lost. 20k lost. Yeah. And you saw that? $4. The person bought it at $4. This was the last price. I don't know the price today, but maybe you'll find out. All right. This one, very important. Here, let's see if this is a real user. This is a real user. All right. Believe in my prophecy, winning results, etc. I don't know who this is, but this was posted December 10, 2021. Caught red-handed, tried to delete evidence. At 6:35 of this new deleted video, Elliot Trades admits he dumped his non-BTC and non-ETH bags for millions of dollars in October onto audience. Check pics to see massive October shilling videos. Share to friends. So he tagged Zach XPD. This is what he did. All right. So literally, he pumped everything last year. 249x gains, most important chart, 2,000% gains, make it in crypto. And then he literally had a video, which he deleted it later on. Look, greatest crypto investors make millions from fear of others. And he probably said something he shouldn't have, and he deleted it. There you go, private. All right. This is not the first time I've seen this, him doing. Look, unreal. These are the comments. Unreal. I saw this. I can still view the video as I haven't closed the window. Please screen record it. That's Zach XPT. Zach XPT also exposed Elio and put him Elio on the one of the top list of, you know, bad crypto influencers to follow. The good old TV 2000 all over again. Sadly, this is the world we live in. Sad to say, but most people will learn the hard way. Hasn't you learned, Mr. X-Victim? Wow. Right? So there you are. We got this. Now, let's move on to the next one. Look at the price. Now, this is the Zach stuff I was talking about. Right? Zach has a video on this. The whole Twitter thread on this. This is Zach's Twitter thread on Elliot Trades. Literally. This is what he said. All right? These are all third-person perspectives. Don't tell me you think he's a scammer too. Nah, he's innocent. That's me, obviously. Look at the date. A year ago. Okay? There is another account called Bad Crypto. If you're interested, check out Bad Crypto. He has a playlist on Superfarm and exposes every single thing like this. All this. The chat. Okay? Guys, what happened to Elio, Past Project, Tron Chat, and Evo? Anyone knows anything about them? Evo is the same. What? Evo is the same. It's not, and it was a what? Precursor to SF with another beta game called Pizza Heroes that will probably come out later in the year. What happened to Pizza Hero? Is it coming? Goodness, I'm new to SF, but this looks like nothing has ever actually been released. 2 years back, Elliot was talking about Tron Chat in every video. All right, guys, you see this? 2 years ago, he was talking about Tron Chat every video. He mentions he has a team in every video. Who out there? And has been talking about the imposters. Bruh, can't get any better. Watch. This is the comments. To be fair, he never used... Oh, wow. What do you think? Is the money? Smash that like button. That reminds me of Supplement on YouTube. No shit, Elio. If that's January, we can imagine the other 11 months. No coincidence that he's making business with Alex Becker. There you go. I talked about this several times. He did this, right? I deduct from that. I agree. Elio is incredibly eloquent and he always gives a full caveat empty. What? There's nothing to compare. The Moon Carl. Sure. Guys, look. I find the evolution of Elio quite amusing. First a launchpad, then stopped launching after Donkey, a promised game that never materialized, and an NFT marketplace that has no NFTs for sale, and staking to earn a worthless NFT. You see this? Ladies and gents? Best explanation. But gaming in metaverse is the future, bro. Elio Trades minted a generation of clowns. Eventually a game will be successful and he will say he was right, leaving a ton of skeletons in his path. There's a lot of comments. If you're interested, go check it out. Okay, a lot of people actually know exactly what's happening. Look, this guy just commented earlier on my post. Another dumbass who doesn't know what he's doing. He's pretty, anyways. This one, try to connect the dots. We are thrilled to announce the legendary co-founder of FaZe Clan, Banks, as an advisor. Social deduction games thrive on content creation, and Banks is a pioneer. Go find out what happened to Banks and his controversy stuff. Okay, Banks. CoffeeZilla covered Banks a lot of time. Go find out what's happening. So basically give Banks a lot of tokens so he can dump on you people. And he'll come and promote because he's the advisor. What happened to the advisory stuff now? Is he still on? And on top, you can see there are several wallets which had millions of dollars of super farm. Okay? If someone of you, to be honest, get an audit company to audit this entire, just audit the entire super farm contract. Okay? And find out where did the money go. The top 10, 20 wallets, just find out what happened to those, okay? Here, another one. How many ideas? I'm not going to be sharing screen. Like I said, I'm going to go as fast as possible. Check this out. Superfarm has become super starter now. Still a one-page website, no visible team, no white paper, won't publish whitelist for the first IDO. US citizens can't participate in the IDOs. He's a US citizen, and he won't take US citizens. Perfect. He only makes money. How does it work? The whitelist is now open and closes on May. Remember Donkey? Go find out what happened to Donkey now. Dear Elio, your last video was more like you fudded your own coin. Please, the IDO cold stack. Cold stack IDO, since you claim it's end of bull run, why releasing tokens to the market knowing full well it will crash? You are trying too hard to look like the good guy. It is suspicious. Now you go find out, guys. Another one. All right? I'm going to move fast. Why don't you make transparent how many winners there is? If there is a lottery, the results should be openly published and transparent, like in the normal lottery. Don't send winners in a shady way. I have a small suspicion it's 100% eligible participants. Emails to winners isn't shady. Again, these were the first moderators. I don't know if the Telegram still exists. They'll feed you all the BS. All right, now we are coming to the most interesting part and ending. Watch this. Palace, all right? Gold, Basie, NFT art collector, product, go to market, game theory, design, 27,000 followers. This was posted, okay, February 25th, 2021, when Superfarm launched, okay? So guys, I'm going to read from here first. Elliot Trace, this is unacceptable. You present yourself as for the community, yet you borrow $56,000 from individuals who have verified their KYC and signed completed their SAFT agreements for the super pre-sale and returned their funds to them instead of the tokens they bought. The bulk sent with all the refunds. It's all in the transaction blockchain. This was never publicly addressed by you. Nobody was given an explanation as to why they didn't receive their tokens. This is like changing money, life-changing money that over 60 people had taken from them by you. Life-changing. We were polite in our discourse with you and the admins, but received no help and no explanation. They're still waiting for an explanation more than 24 hours later. It's ridiculous for you to treat any part of your community like this. People are being banned from a Superfarm community, Telegram, for asking for an explanation for why they have received the USDC back instead of the super tokens. You want to seem like a guy who is for the community. Elliot traders but clearly aren't willing to put in the work. saw in your live stream you were interested in looking at this super conspiracy. Are you aware that, oh look, Solid Adventure, are you aware that Superfarm DAO is not distributing tokens to its P3 lottery investors? Elio is not publicly addressing it and has gone against the staff agreements of 70 pre-sale investors. I think it's important that the strategic investors know this. Oh shit. Elio Trades, any comments on this? No, he just keeps blocking everybody. Haven't returned funds to all. I have no refund, no reply to any email or message. And of course, no tokens. Screw us again with no refund, as I could have at least bought some cheap coins today, but still nothing. Fuck Elio Trades, Superfarm DAO, and anyone that has any involvement. Hello, sir. Oh, he just blocks me. Too many fucking crooks in this space, Elio Trades. Now, let's read this guy. This one, all right? So guys, Elio Trades stole almost $6 million in super pre-sale tokens that he decided to withhold from people who had verified KYC, signed soft agreements on DocuSign with his registered company, Superfarm Foundation. 0 reasons given. This is against soft, 100% illegal and super scummy. When challenged, his Telegram mods decided to dox 5 people when they released a list of wallets which weren't going to be given their pre-sale tokens. Again, 0 reasons were given for withholding the tokens, but names and emails were included on the list that dropped. Elio Trades robbed people out of 5 to 6 million in pre-sale tokens, full stop. He broke soft contracts and he gave no reasons to anyone and still hasn't addressed it. Please retweet so we can help hold scammers accountable in this industry. Superfarm DAO, I need an answer. This is another guy, okay? Another crypto investor. I need an answer to all these questions. I didn't fail any KYC, time frame, amount of USDC, anything. And yet I don't have tokens and have 500 USDC back in my wallet without interest for 22 days. Or the gas fees I spent. To all Superfarm followers, investors, and future investors, if you guys want this, feel free to read this, okay? This was the whatever. Why did you hold? You want me to read this? Let's do it. When did this team? These are the valid questions investors are asking. To all Superfarm followers, investors, and future investors, we thought you should know what's going on with a lot of pre-sale community members and try and answer these questions. When did the team found out that 70 plus people didn't match the KYC? Where are those thousands of tokens right now? Why did you hold 50,000 USD of your investors' money for 21 days if you knew there are 70 failed applications and then refunded them without interest? Because he was waiting for he didn't expect Superfarm to pump that high. And that's what Rachel said. He refunded you guys the money and paid off the previous investors with that money. You see how it makes sense now? Isn't that a Ponzi scheme? Yes. Fees and most importantly with no explanation. If you knew, why haven't you notified the participants of an issue, giving them a chance to rectify? As advertised evidence on the SAFT, why did one super admin share a publicly available doc on Google Docs with a lot of personal info from us that are affected by this? That's a clear breach of GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. If you didn't know, why haven't you fulfilled your contract obligation and withheld the tokens in escrow and helped resolve the honest mistake of your early community members? Why did the email communication clearly mislead the participants into thinking that they were selected and approved? All parties have completed, you have been selected, when in fact 70 people didn't qualify? Why does the team ignore the fact that all requirements were completed? KYC verified, funds sent in time, forms completed. No rules were broken. At least I'm sure mine were right. Why did you pre-populate the SAFT agreement with the data from an informal pledge form without starting how important is illegal? He changed the whole terms. Why haven't the team entered into an open dialogue with the victims, looking for a compromise or some common ground with numerous reaching attempts by the victims on Telegram, Twitter, and YouTube channel? All right, guys? Now you find out. Did they pass KYC? Is this a question from your trades? Bro, I wouldn't accuse anyone stealing. If they failed KYC, they should be told that. If you withhold funds, you have signed a contract to distribute without clearly communicating how you are within the terms of the contract in withholding those funds. This is stealing. I agree. They should be told. No explanation is unacceptable. KYC passed, soft signed and confirmed by DocuSign. What a shame for a guy like Elio Trades. Still haven't replied to most of us or given us refunds tokens. If any issues with anything, be it soft KYC payment, things were good on our end. Be it DocuSign, Synapse emails to verify as well as Etherscan's payment success. But why weren't we contacted to resolve prior to launch? I tagged ZachXPD and CoffeeZilla, but nobody wants to cover this because I guess they don't see what happened, right? So, ladies and gents, that's all I have for 21, pretty much thread. And believe it or not, I have multiple videos on it, okay? So this is my last one. All Superfarm, Super Blood, Imposters, Elytras videos exposing fraud, insider trading, and unethical behavior that I've created and found people creating it, right? You can see this. This is the first one. When I did it 2 years ago, Super Farm is the biggest fraud in the crypto industry. 2 years ago, digging deep into Super Farm. Okay? Elliott Trades, Crypto, Super Farm. Again, I expose them. I show you all the leak chat. So if you want further details, go for it. I talked about Elliott Trade relaunching Super Farm, which you guys found out from Superverse now. Imagine what happened in the previous rounds. What he's going to do. What do you expect? Are you still holding Super Farm? Elliott Trades. I'm going to be adding a lot more. If you're interested, check this out. This guy has an entire playlist. Bad Crypto, Super Farm. Okay? There are a lot of videos, and they show you all screenshots from the beginning till the end.
Crypto
Truth Angel, exposing Elliott Trades for pumping and dumping coins on newbies. Maybe check it out as well. All right? I'll be adding a lot more over here. So there are several videos. There are more than 22 videos here so far. And there are a lot more if you really want to find out. Over here, Wonderland and Super Farm. Wonderland, Daniel says Super Farm, Elliott Trades is clueless about tokenomics, and he reached out to Daniel to help him build Super Farm. What happened to Super Farm? Why is it turning into Superverse now? Imposters is another rug pull from Super Farm.
Oh, it went to 0!
Uh-oh, it went to 0. Ladies and gents, be vigilant. This is the reality, okay? You might not know what's happening behind the scene, but I have everything right in front of your eyes for humanity. At least the least you could do is retweet and share and be a participant in this market. All right? Stand up for the right. And universe will reward you.